He did almost get there, though.
Right, he did. He got very close.
He got very close.
Just needed to make one more wish.
Yes.
Cannot wait. Cannot wait. This is going to be awesome. Two fantastic players. If you guys aren't familiar with these two players, Jordan Markle on the left from Team T4T. Fantastic guy. One of the nicest. I'm going to call him Mr. Nice Guy. The nicest,
Mr.
maybe
Nice
the
Guy.
nicest person I've ever met in my life. Just a fan. Much nicer than Marcus.
That's a fact.
And on the right, we have Miguel. Gallegos.
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 I think it's Gallegos. Miguel, I'm sorry if you watch this back and we're butchering your name.
We're sorry.
Well, then you better win because then we just butchered your name.
Right, I'm sorry, buddy.
And we are so proud of you.
But you're on the right. If you know me, that's nothing new.
Actually, yes, I
Right.
like that Zeb just said that. We are very proud of both of these players. Not only getting this far in this big event, but also just being a part of this community and being an active part of the community, competitively, casually. I'm sure you've helped friends get into the game. If you haven't, it doesn't matter. Thank you for being here.
Well, I'll tell you what, we said it since the start, and I'll say it again. This weekend was for the community. It was for the players. And every player I've talked to has been absolutely stoked to be where they're at right now. It's been an amazing finals. It's going to be an amazing game. Players have their life set up, their hands drawn. They're just waiting for the okay. We are good to go, and it's about to go down. Just waiting for the signal from the judges, and they're going to get started. I'm not sure which player's going first.
So if we're going by seeding, Miguel seeded 22nd.
Okay.
In the top 32 bracket.
Oh, wow,
We started with, what, 450?
Okay.
Players?
Something along those lines.
So let me ask you this. How important is it to go first in the mirror match, Zap?
Incredibly.
The most important. Okay.
Incredibly. And the very shortest reason why is a big win condition of this deck is if the Storm player can resolve Battering Laser in response to the defending player playing Flying Nimbus.
That's
one
fair.
of the most important interactions. And if you have 3 energy, you can use your first yellow to play a battle card, and your second yellow to play the Battering Laser.
Sure.
You know, it actually might be Gallegos because if it's Hispanic, the 2 L's would be more of a Y sound.
Oh. Okay.
Gallegos. Yes, it is Gallegos. I'm sorry.
So what we're most likely going to see here is a blue charge round 1.
Yeah, there it is. Blue charge from Miguel.
Dimension Magic being attacked, I don't think we've seen in previous versions of the Ritagarn Storm.
Well, Jordan's deck's from August, so I don't think it has it.
Actually, this might be the battle who's the best player from August.
Right, yeah, right.
But then again, you know, Miguel running Dimension Magic, he is, you know, using some Series 5 cards, Miraculous Revival.
Absolutely. I haven't had a chance to see Miguel's hands. Haven't had a chance to see his deck list. But I'm wondering, does he run the 2-drop Goku? Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see it very shortly if he does.
Yeah, we don't have the deck list, so we can't confirm that as of right now. But Jordan opening up with the Minutia.
Ooh, we're in night mode right now. They dimmed the lights. They got, oh, here we go, boys. The battle in the night.
I don't know. Is this good? Is this good for anyone's eyes right now?
Maybe, I don't know, but
maybe the players.
They call it Storm.
Oh my God! Could you imagine if they were playing like if there was like storm sounds happening right there? That would have been insane.
Here we go.
Oh my goodness!
Now, Zap, question for you.
Mood lighting.
How important do you think it is to have the 2-drop Goku in the mirror match? Do you think the player with the 2-drop Goku has an advantage?
I think it is very important.
Okay.
And the reason why is on defense, that 15K is harder to get over.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Makes sense. All right, Miguel putting out his second energy, being yellow, taps it, and plays the Bardock. Going to take a life, going to 6. Attacks 10,000 and 10,000. Bardock into Harutagon.
Power Charge Bardock being a pretty viable tech choice, and I think that's going to answer your question that Dynasty Goku is in fact in this deck.
True.
Because the rationale is you attack with the 2-drop, you pay 2 energy for your swap, and you swap into Power Charge. And he has the ability to draw a card on swing, or become a double striker to help close the game out.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, a lot of decks, you've seen a lot of Storm decks run this card as like a one-of. They usually search it from the planet Vegeta and just use it as a way to draw an extra card, push that extra little inch they need to win. But that swap ability is actually pretty sick. This card is much better as a 2 yellow than it is to pay 3 for.
Correct. We see Jordan Markle charging a blue round 1 because he wants to be able to activate Sensu Bean defensively if Miguel decides to be overly aggressive here. Solid line of play.
All right, guys in chat, let us know who you want to win. Jordan Markle on the left, or Miguel on the right, guys. Let us know the battle to see who the best player in the nation is, and also who's the best Storm player.
Well, that was interesting.
That was interesting. All right, Jordan's taking the hit.
Going down to 7 life.
Looks like Miguel might be swapping into
the Goten.
The promo Goten. There he is.
And we see that new holographic promo Scrambling Assault on Goten looking gorgeous.
Absolutely, absolutely. Looks great.
Coming from event pack 2. Okay.
All right, so Miguel drawing the cards from the Harudegon attack. And says no combo, 10,000 to 10,000. Jordan using the Sensu Bean.
Jordan also has a phenomenal handwriting. We just got the deck list, and my goodness, is this a font?
Gosh. Yes.
He might have typed this out.
He might have used
I'm going to download the Markle font as soon as I get home.
That actually sounds like a font.
Right.
Markle font.
I didn't make that up. That's real. It's on his paper.
Word on the street is that other players actually pay Jordan Markle to write their deck list.
Is that
clearly not enough? I'm just kidding.
So Miguel's list offering a couple interesting choices. Particularly, he runs 4 copies of Unbreakable Super Saiyan Goku, opposed to Jordan, who plays 0 copies of the card.
Absolutely.
We saw it in previous versions, especially when Heightened Evolution SS3 was more present in the format. But now that we've excused that card, gave it a hiatus.
Right.
Unbreakable's gone a little on the wayside in these competitive Storm decks.
Don't worry, guys. We're getting the lighting fixed for you guys. Don't worry. We dimmed the lights in here for the viewers here, set the mood a little bit. We're going to turn on some table lighting, find a way to fix it for you guys.
Same.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. We'll try our best to fix it.
Yeah.
Let's get into this match. Let's talk about this match.
Yeah.
That's what's important, guys. Jordan swapping into the Goten.
Jordan really demonstrating how explosive this deck can be.
Oh, absolutely. Jordan attacking 10,000 into 10,000. And drawing 2. Gets a super combo off the first draw.
That's fine.
Second draw, couldn't see exactly what it was.
I mean, it looks better, so.
I expect to see Jordan play pretty conservative here. I suspect that he's going to try to not awaken until his turn 3, which is generally the turn that Harudegon Storm tries to be most explosive.
It does the untap. And Miguel takes it, goes to 5, and here comes the Goten.
Is it important to find, like, does it come down to who is going to pop off first? Ooh. Like, is that, like, what it comes down to here? Or is it a matter of being conservative and just finding that opening to where you can really exploit that kind of aggression?
I think it's a little combination of both. I think that's why both players charge a blue at the beginning, is so they can have that Sensu Bean to counteract their opponent getting, like, a very good hand.
So here's what I was going to say. We don't have to do it so much that we jeopardize glare. I was just trying to get a little bit more. It didn't have to be anything too crazy. When I was doing this, I was saying a little bit better is what I was trying to say.
I wouldn't give you like.
All right, there's Bardock coming down from Jordan. But take it, going to 5. Yeah. So it's right now 5 to 5. Now, do you expect Jordan to try to do a double strike here to try to knock Miguel from 5 to 3 and put him in kind of a tough position? Or do you think he's just going to keep grinding out the basic attacks, Richard, to just get basic advantage?
So Jordan runs 3 copies of the Supreme Kai that could give double strike.
So he runs Supreme Kai?
Right. I don't believe he plays Further Destruction Chomp. He plays the E Supreme Kai.
Okay, so that's a new card.
You got to go for the foils.
Yeah.
Oh, incorrect. And that's most of the rationale for it.
So this deck isn't straight from August. That's good.
Yeah.
He updated it.
But my suspicion is that he probably wouldn't have done it because using one of those 3 double strike combo cards now would mean he couldn't use one later very easily.
Right,
He would
sure.
probably have to draw multiple.
He's going to swap into Goten and then attack again with Goten. 10,000 to 10,000. Remember, if Jordan can get Miguel to awaken, it's devastating for him. That is the big thing when you're playing against leaders. When they awaken, they ready to energy. Is if you can put pressure on them on your turn and force them to awaken on your turn, it really makes their next turn very lackluster in comparison to what it could be.
And Storm really loves to do have the awaken on the offensive end. So Jordan might be looking for as much pressure here as possible just to force Miguel to use his awaken on his opponent's turn.
If he does, it could be devistating. It could actually even be game ending.
Yeah.
And that's one of the complexities about this game. If you're new to the Dragon Ball Super card game, the way you win is by attacking the opponent, and whenever you deal damage, those life cards underneath the leader, they go to your hand. So in your attempt to fulfill your deck's win condition, you give them more cards to counterplay.
Right.
Which is where so much of the strategy of this game comes into tuition.
Absolutely. I think that's like why traditionally we've seen aggro not being very successful in this game, because it's so hard for them to overcome not only the ability it takes to attack multiple times, but also the card advantage that gives you as well. Storm being one of the few decks that are able to overcome that advantage.
And what's interesting here, depending on what's in their side, you know, they may not be built to necessarily fight each other in game one. And I feel like what we're going to have comparison-wise is we can have a match here that's as quick as a Mike Tyson pay-per-view, or, you know, as slow as a Floyd Mayweather, you know, Pacquiao fight, where it was just like, this is going to decision. You know what I mean? It really depends on how these players decide to play it on out.
Ooh, Jordan decided a super combo here. Looks like he's going to discard a questionable card we can't see. And draw 2. Gets a Goten, a Bardock, another way to keep extending his turn. He just has to find a way to untap an energy or find a way to make use of this blue. Ideally, Jordan wants to untap 2 of his Leader Awaken.
This is more like Floyd versus Floyd. I'm sorry.
Jordan trying very hard to get
Miguel. He does have a double strike. He might use that.
Why not? Punish the fact that he's not awakening.
Right. Well,
sure, you want to stay at 10K? Hand this double strike.
Right, yeah. Well,
hold this L.
It's important that Jordan maximizes his energy, so he wants to tap out and then awaken to ready this 2 energy if possible.
Absolutely.
And what that does is that makes the turn 3 play much less explosive.
Right.
And you resources in Storm is also your life, correct?
Absolutely.
So
yes. Absolutely.
There's less Bardocks being played. There's, you know, less Gotens coming out for free. So yeah, 100% you want to pressure this life. Even if you don't manage to awaken him, you know, like I said, life is a resource that Miguel is losing right now.
Absolutely. So here's going to be, Jordan has to use this energy that he has open right now, or he's going to be stuck with a weak awakening.
You better find that Sensu.
And we see a Sensu Bean as well as a Mirror Creator Absorbed.
Mirror is a great way to finish this game. Right. Jordan taking some time, going to contemplate exactly what he wants to get from here.
The man smells blood.
So Miguel taking 2 copies of Dimension Magic here could be very potent, where Miguel looks like he's fully tapped out and doesn't have counterplay, but he's able to snap play that Dimension Magic after Mirror goes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think that's what Jordan's taking into account right now. Remember, both players still knowing each other's deck list, and obviously Miguel did charge the Dimension Magic, so Jordan's like, okay, I can't be too crazy here because he does have access to a negate for as long as he has life. Once again, life being the most crucial resource in this match, and especially in the mirror. So Jordan probably figuring out how to play around Dimension Magic, but still extend his play long enough to still finish it out this turn.
And I like how Miguel keeps the unbreakable Super Saiyan Gokus in the deck, 4 copies. So if Dimension Magic hits board, then he can take advantage of that more effectively and use that energy for more.
True, absolutely true, yeah. So Jordan attacking what appears to be so far just 15,000.
He does have Flute in hand and access to another Bardock, which might have been why he decided to bean, because he still hasn't awakened, so he's essentially still sitting on 4 energy right now. And he still has a bean in hand.
Yeah, and if he flutes back, he actually got the flute off of Goten, so he actually set this flute up. He specifically took this card, so he's been sculpting his turn around this flute.
Absolutely.
All right, there we see the Unbreakable.
It's like sometimes I almost know what I'm talking about.
All right, Unbreakable's coming down.
Being able to trade 1 card for nothing and still maintain a hand is very crucial here, but it could end up not being enough.
Right, Miguel's taking a gamble here that Jordan's gonna finish his turn here. However, if he plays, so now that Legendary Flute's gonna extend his play.
Which is, that's the...
Right, Miguel used the logic that he saw 3 on Goten. I doubt he saw a 4th.
He got Sensu Bean off of the Flute?
Yeah. So he can keep going.
Whose man's is this? Somebody calm down, Jordan Markle.
And draws a Goten off
okay, because he's making me angry. He's seen all 17 of his Gotens and all 22 Sensu Beans. Okay.
He actually gets 2 more Goten swings at least, and that's before he awakens if he wants to.
We're almost certainly going to see an awaken here.
Yeah.
I think at least on Miguel's part, if Jordan can find a way to not do that.
Why do it here? Why not do it after the Goten swing? Maybe find something else that you might be able to combo.
I mean, it's. My guess is
interesting.
What this looks like to me is maybe he has a Bardock in hand. He has a Bardock Ape in hand, and he just wanted to get both out so he can get that Bardock set up.
Also maximizing the amount of attacks he has here. Also has an Unyielding, because why not? So I see unyielding into a Bardock.
Okay, back up to 2 energy. Still a blue and yellow. There's the Bardock we talked about. Looks like he is going to combo with that. There it is.
So an additional double striker. Does he beam the other Bardock to make the Ape 25k? Looks like he's just adding it to his current combo.
Yeah, yeah. He just really wants to knock Miguel to 2 here, and then he can threaten lethal with the Ape once it comes into play.
And if he has another Goten, which he does, he can still swap this current Bardock that's attacking.
That's a really good play by Jordan because this.
He's playing around Dimension.
Oh, absolutely.
What I feel like.
Absolutely.
He's one that stabs multiple double strikers and not just rely on the East Supreme Kai. Miguel going to go ahead and use that Hoi.
Discarding Hidden Darkness.
So
allows a search deck. The text on that card wins. Discard, search your deck for that Harudegon the Wanderer, and it will go to his hand. That'll be a great combo card for Miguel to use on defense here.
There's the Awaken. They're ready
so
to.
just force the Awaken.
So that's a small victory in and of itself.
Exactly.
Looking good.
Exactly.
Wow, another name pun. They call you the Punisher.
I'm getting pretty good at it.
So 1 double striker established. Miguel able to survive out. There's another Goten.
And there's that swap.
That's why I just kept scrambling and sold up. The amount of times Goten's going to be played.
He can still play it again. He just has another one in hand. So
he does.
He can still play Bardock Go again if he wants.
Bardock Will of Iron, which whenever you combo with the card,
you
get
and
to put it
finds
on
the
top
super combo off of that. Goten too good!
Goten pretty good.
I'm not going to lie. Yeah. Yeah.
There it is. There's Hoi. Discards the Planet Vegeta. Not very good in this situation.
Right. If he decided he's going all in for lethal.
Finds the other Hoi.
Ooh, nice. He got rid of that. Okay, so now every card.
Another. He's kind of.
That's a bad ring. The bad ring is good, guys. The bad ring is key.
So what we may see is him go a little bit higher to.
I am super stressed.
So this is 30K.
Oh, let's not talk about what's in their hand. Because
35K going into Harudegon. We'll see what happens. See if Jordan decides to combo any more here.
Do you feel like he should?
I
feel like with the hand advantage he has, why not?
I feel like I'm the worst person to ask ever. I'm
but
like
again,
the most concerned. I wouldn't go any more than this, no. But I know I have another Goten to attack.
Yeah,
but
that's fair.
But I'm also the worst aggro player ever. So like.
So Miguel going up to I believe 8 cards in hand. One of the interesting mechanics about this game is unlike other games where if 2 attackers have the same stat, they both tend to just get discarded or die.
Right.
In the Dragon Ball Super, in the event of a tie, the attacker wins.
Absolutely.
And what that means is that your cards, your combo power, is more valuable on offense.
It's 25, 35, 40.
Yeah, 40.
Which is, that's enough. Yeah, that was 35 at
35.
At the leader.
That's enough.
But what he doesn't realize
is that it's not over yet.
It is not over yet. This is a clear sign to Miguel that Jordan most likely has another Goten.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't see how many cards are in Miguel's hand. It looks like 4.
He's running out. And one of those cards being a successor is not good.
We're going to see a pretty high combo.
And Jordan's just saying 15. I like that. Beautiful play by Jordan. He's just going, okay, I'm going to 15. Get a card out of your hand. Or take it. Either way, it's fine.
Yeah.
Because at this point, any card he discards is going to be a quality card.
Yeah, because he can attack with the Ape and then bad ring and then attack. Or if he needs to,
Judge is stressing proper uses of zones. Sensu Bean does go straight to the drop, not in the combo area or on top of the card you're targeting.
The counter referencing an extra 5k boost from the Sensu Bean.
Absolutely. Now, I argue that we have the best judges in any card game ever here in Dragon Ball Super Card Game. These judges this week have been amazing.
Shout out to them and all their hard work.
Absolutely. Our stream judges have been unbelievable. They've been some of the best I've ever had. Very lucky to be able to work with players or judges that are good as what they are.
Can't believe how fast this matchup is. Game 2, this match might be over.
Yeah.
It's very possible.
Another super combo. He gets to discard a card, choosing to discard.
Wow, so much value.
Wow, any of the Hidden Darkness. Does he have the
Oh my gosh.
left in deck?
And
both players running a 3-2 spread, meaning that it is possible.
Right.
And no, Jordan uses an opportunity to collect some more information and shuffle his deck, so those powerful cards that Scrambling Assaults on Goten put on the bottom, now they're more likely to get drawn later.
Absolutely.
Not even just that, but I do think, yeah, the shuffle does help, but I do wish he would have remembered the fact that he may not have had it on the target. Maybe he doesn't entirely know, but that extra 5K combo could have made a difference. Now that he didn't replace it, he essentially lost the 5K.
Well, when your turn 2 started 10 minutes ago, it's easy to forget what's, where.
Actually, it started in August.
And when he built the deck, right?
Right.
Okay, so this is 25K so far.
I think you go to 30 here.
Yeah, 30 is not a bad number, too. But 25K, remember, he still has at least one more attacker with the Goten, so.
Yeah.
Jordan trying to estimate math based on the number of super combos Miguel has played and how many cards
he wishes he had some kind of card he could combo for one that's not. Well, actually, you know what's true? He could use what we had mentioned before about the difference between E Supreme Kai and Furthering Destruction. He could use E Supreme Kai and just choose to target nothing and just give this another +10 without double strike.
True. He could. He
Therefore, only giving him a single card.
You're right. He doesn't. You're right. He doesn't have to give the card double strike with E Supreme Kai.
And I'm wondering if he realizes that, because I don't think he needs 2 E Supreme Kais in hand right now. He could use one just to give him a reason to also use Unyielding on this attack as well. But forcing Miguel to combo with the E Supreme Kai of his own. And there it is, like you said, doesn't matter because he does have another attack.
Yeah. And he gets another card off of this too, so who knows what he's going to get off here.
A 30 Supreme Kai.
I believe it's going to be the Hoist.
Oh, he found Mira as well. Bada bing boom baps.
I think he already had a Mira in hand, I think.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, he doesn't.
No,
Okay,
I think he had an Unyielding, 2 E Supreme Kais.
He actually took the Mira.
Bardock. Yeah. I don't think he has it.
He could go in with a powerful double strike here.
Yeah, absolutely. He could just, if this Goten doesn't make it through, he could just a single strike with Mira and then finish the game off with
However, Miguel
Bardock.
Does have one more copy of Dimension Magic, where if he has it in hand to negate or to stop the Mira, that could be pivotal.
Yeah, but he has. Well, that's true. He does have an energy open. That's true. We can't quite see Miguel's hand.
I'm hoping. Ooh, okay, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah.
We don't know if he gave this double strike or not. This could just be single strike, like you said. We don't know that this is double strike yet.
I don't see the point in giving him 2 cards here.
And he's choosing that card, so that means it is double strike.
The Unyielding.
Looks like he's going in for the Mira.
He's going for. What's he going to do? He's going to drop as much as he can here, right? Maybe swing with the Bardock to see if it gets game. If it doesn't, he's going to go for Mira with the blue energy, and then he has the access to Badwing, I think, and he can pitch the Bardock that he just swapped out from.
Right. The goal is to get to 25K with at least 25K of each attack. It really puts your opponent in a bad spot, especially when they have such few cards in hand.
Jordan knowing this is the most pivotal interaction of this round.
Yeah, this is 40K right here. This is 40K double.
There's no
30. I'm sorry, 30. It's 30K double. I'm sorry, not 40.
Still, that's a big boy with 3 cards in hand. I think with 3 or 4 cards in hand, Miguel has one of those being a successor.
What is Miguel going to do? This is a nail biter.
Taking it is scary. Yeah, he does, and I think this unfortunately is going to spell the end of the game for Miguel because Mira can easily beat, I would guess, whatever he drew there. So there's Mira coming down.
Even if the 1x copy of Dimension Magic isn't his hand.
He could just bad ring it. Yeah.
Moving every Goten over.
Mira Creator Absorb getting an extra 5K.
And there is the Dimension Magic, and Miguel's just going to scoop it up from here. Great game 1 by Jordan, taking that pretty decisively.
Yeah.
But he went second that game. He did. So that means I would guess Miguel would choose to go first again. I would guess. And if he does, hopefully Jordan.
I'm resetting everything.
Good first match. Now, what's the key cards that's in Miguel's sideboard to get him back into this matchup?
So let's look at this. So we see 3 copies of Flying Nimbus that may be useful.
Right. I hear that card's pretty good when your opponent attacks 15 times in a turn. It limits them a little bit.
Right. Flying Nimbus saying that they only get 1 more battle card attack and then leader attack.
I like it.
We see a 4th Bardock the Progenitor. Digi actually only running 3 copies in his main deck.
Interesting.
And it's, so 2 Adopted Fathers and 3 Bardock the Progenitor. And then he may also side in 1 copy of Bad Ring Laser to supplement the 2 copies he already runs.
Okay.
Again, it's very important. Like we saw there, that powerful mirror
right.
action.
Absolutely. Well, we talk about this all the time, and honestly, I think, and I know you're the same thing, that the best finisher in the game is battering laser, in my mind. It's the one that guarantees whatever you're attacking with gets through.
I mean, Dusty, I just want to point out, that was one of my top 3 for the weekend.
Yeah, it was.
I just want to put that out there.
It was.
The one other spice I see in this list that I would love to see come out is he runs the promo for the promo Yellow Sun Goku.
The 3-drop.
It is a 3-drop 30k body. And what it would allow him to do is tap 2 energy while he has a dependent dynasty on the field to bring in a 30k body, which, we saw this mirror. There's no way he's muscling over that unless Mirror Creator Absorb is involved.
All right, guys, super exciting. Now, let's go with Jordan. What do you think Jordan's going to sideboard in?
Let's take a peek.
Let's take a look at him. That's important.
On Jordan's side, we see another copy of Mirror Creator Absorbed. That's up to him to decide if that's more or less valuable than a Scientist Fu. Currently running 2 copies of Mirror Creator Absorbed and 1 copy of Scientist.
Okay.
Interesting, because he saw that card
right
in that last game. He saw it a lot.
Absolutely.
Time.
Exactly. We saw a 4th copy of Hidden Power E Supreme Kai, normally used in the Hercule matchup, but with how important that was in this last game, he may take advantage of that again.
Yeah. Also, that's a great thing that Marcus pointed out too, is that double strike isn't automatic.
Yeah.
You can choose to not activate it, which is super.
And what was
super
cool, the
clutch.
reason why he decided to do double in that sense is he wanted to have. Oh my goodness! Hold on, before I make that point, guys, they are laying down the first and second place mats.
Yeah, a little.
And I was gonna say.
You see what I'm about to say?
I was about to say.
You see what I'm about to say?
Oh my god.
To add insult to injury, they put the champion mat in front of
what?
Jordan Markle, who's currently up 1-0.
To be honest, maybe this was a bad idea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
but if Miguel wins, he's going to rip that back.
That's true. He's just going to be like, that's my mat. Let's take it. Yeah.
Maybe if we go to 1-1 and we go into game 3, they just put back the top 32 mat.
Yes.
Let's just put that
Yes,
back.
put those back.
Because it's
how
anyone's
even-
game at this point.
Or they do the thing where you're playing in the coffee shop and you only have 1 mat, so you put the mat sideways and both players try to play on it at
That's
the same
fair.
time.
That's fair. What I was going to say is what was important there was a matter of, that was energy management. Jordan decided to give the double strike because he said, hey, now that I have Mira, I don't have to worry about combos, so let me double strike now.
Right.
To put him to 1, so I have the energy for the battering. So it was a matter of how much energy do you want to play. But look at these mats.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Well, I'll tell you what. You distract him, I'll take both.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And
Wait,
we'll get out of here.
Wait, hold on. I don't think that's how that. I don't think
That's how it works. We can get right out of here, Marcus.
The other thing that really impressed me about this line of play is Jordan had to dedicate pretty early to decide, I'm going to try to win this turn. If he would have decided halfway through,
Right.
I'm pushing too hard, he might have lost too many cards in the process, and that game may have gone the other way.
I wish the crowd could hear us more, because this would be the moment where I challenge Dusty to a casters match after the finals. Imagine. Random deck of choosing. Somebody from the crowd just hands over their deck.
Us the deck. We just grab
Top
it.
32 specifically.
Okay.
At least, so we know they're good.
No,
and not Storm.
I think it's better. What do you mean not Storm? If it
We
was top
give
32, it's like
the
almost
viewers
guaranteed to be.
the matchup they were hoping to see. I don't know.
Right.
Shenron Yamcha should have happened.
That'd be so much fun. That'd actually be a lot of fun. Guys, I hope everyone's getting super excited. These players are mauling it, getting ready for Game 2. Jordan Markle 1 game away.
A couple other cards we may see from Jordan Markle. 2 copies of Sun Goten Family of Justice. 2 copies of Mass Saiyan, the Mysterious Warrior, to destroy a couple of Gotens on the board. And that's about all I'm seeing. Maybe a 4th copy of Battering Laser, depending on how important he thinks it is.
I'm just saying the viewers want it. Caster match. Me and Dusty. Wait, what are they doing?
What happened?
They changed.
I think they decided not to do it for the reasons we had discussed
They
before.
wanted to show them off.
Yeah. Hold on.
All right.
What's up, guys? Going back to the top 32 mats. We're gonna keep it.
We just want to show those off real quick.
Yeah.
While they're sideboarding and getting stuff ready, we just want to show the stream the awesome mats they're playing for. One of the bad things that happens is you guys often get to see the matches, but don't get to see the cool prizes.
That's true.
And that's one thing we wanted to change. Wanted to show you guys those matches or those prizes. And we're super excited to get ready to get into this next game.
Actually, you know what? These two mats are actually me and Dusty's mat. These top 32 right here.
I forgot. Yeah, these are ours. Right.
Because now that these guys are first and second, there's
they don't
a couple.
Need it.
They don't need it. You know, why would you get both? Yeah, I mean, listen, you can have your cake and eat it. You know what I mean?
That's a little greedy, if I could say it.
I would like to point out that of the three commentators, the two commentators that are fighting it out.
Oh yeah, Zap's here. He should get a match too. I'm just
Zap, you get the honor of driving me home after the event.
That's probably true, actually. I don't even think that's a joke. I think you guys are being serious. I'm actually going to just leave Scrambling Assault Goats in here on the card info because this is the card we're going to see pretty much the entire time. Yeah, maybe in Miguel's favor this time.
Just keep it up the whole time, right? Yeah. Absolutely. Guys, I want to hear you in chat, in person. Give it up for Jordan Markle and Miguel getting ready to go to game number 2 of the finals of the Dragon Ball Super National Championship Finals 2008.
Teen.
Jordan Markle 1 game away. One game away. Let's hear it, boys.
I wish they could see my face right now. Because we just went back 10 years. Dusty, it is not 2008.
That's the 2008? 18. The teen was, I was leading up to it. It was a long pause. Here we go. Bardock coming down first.
Intense. The most high-pressure game of solitaire that you may see ever.
Now, Richard, question.
Yes.
Bardock coming out first. Attacking for 10K. Is it possible for Jordan to get a turn 1 kill? How possible can this deck get a turn 1
kill? Boy,
you
better stop.
Is it impossible?
You better stop.
Is it super unlikely? What's the percentages?
So,
I don't.
If we calculate,
carry the 1.
If he brought in all of his spells and he drew nothing but extra cards over the entire game.
This man said spells. That's how hard it is. He has to draw spells.
He has to draw cards aren't even in the game.
If he can draw Monster Reborn and resurrect a Mirror Creator Absorbed, Jordan may be able to win this turn.
All right, so because he can't win, you're saying Jordan's goal here is similar to last, just pressure Miguel, make his turn try to be less explosive because Bardock's cost life.
So which yellow card does Miguel charge here? He's at risk of not having to play if he charges his only 1-drop, and if we see him hesitate, that's going to be a lot of evidence that he's limited on the number of yellow cards he has.
Top decks and unyielding. Boom.
Boom. 2.
No, just kidding.
Gets a bad ring laser.
Too early, in my opinion.
Very, very early.
Honestly, this does not look like a good position for Jordan to be in with Miguel going into turn 2. I think he might have hoped he was going to find an unyielding or something to maybe have access to. Oh, I don't know. I don't think he has like a Nimbus or anything in hand.
Well, absolutely. Well, let me tell you this. Jordan, choosing not to lead off with a blue. Very important to have that since you've been active on the first turn. Why do you think maybe he went with yellow and tapped out as well?
I think a lot of that has to do with game 1. Jordan Markle got insight that Miguel mained no copies of Flying Nimbus. And what that allowed Jordan to do was push on turn 2, knowing that his play wasn't going to get significantly impeded.
That's fair.
Absolutely. Okay.
On the second game, he doesn't necessarily have that luxury because we know up to 3 copies of Flying Nimbus may be coming in.
Okay.
And there's that beautiful event pack 2 Goten. Fun fact, the image of Goten on this card is actually smaller because he takes up the whole card and the other one. They had to show off the Shenron, so they downscale that about 30% and let's add some rarities. How about that?
Control T.
Right. Control T, transform, for those of you that don't know.
Yep.
Shift click to keep it, proportional. Anyway, unyielding on the Goten attack, 15K at Jordan. Jordan said, sure, why not?
I'll take it.
I think this card might be good.
I'll go to 6. All right, here comes Miguel's Bardock.
I smell and I see red in Miguel's eyes because he's like, you ready to feel what I felt last game?
First of all, I lost. Then he put the champion mat in front of you. It's going down this game. It's going down.
So
I'm going to show you who to put the champion mat in front of. Let me tell you something real quick.
We see the Hidden Darkness Minotia charge. As I said, both of these players having 2 copies of Rooting on the Wanderer and 3 copies of Minotia, the Hidden Darkness Minotia.
Absolutely.
And the rationale behind that is because you want to draw the Minotias before you see the Harutan on the Wanderer.
Of course.
So it makes more sense to run more copies of the cards you want to see first.
More. Right, that's just statistics, right? That's just numbers.
Important premise of any deck building.
That's very true.
And we see the leader awaken.
Ooh, Miguel awaken already.
Okay, so that could indicate not as much of a turn extension as Jordan had.
Right, but we did see Miguel with Flying Nimbus in hand.
Right.
So Jordan's maybe taking it, going to 5.
So I think Miguel might even try to push hard enough to get Jordan to awaken. I don't think he'll be able to win the game this turn, because untapping that yellow on the awaken means Flying Nimbus becomes online.
Absolutely.
But I think Miguel is going to push just hard enough to get that energy to untap, and they're going to pass.
Jordan now 4. There's the flute, just like on Jordan's turn last.
Well, I'll tell you something that's important to remember, that even though Miguel is doing a good job pressuring Jordan right now, from this position, even with Flying Nimbus, it's possible Jordan can kill him in 3 attacks. Remember, he still gets attack with battle, Flying Nimbus goes off, attack with leader, attack with battle. He can still possibly get through this Flying Nimbus.
And you said neither person is running Dependable Dynasty Son Goku, huh?
No, Miguel is running 2 copies in the main deck and 0 copies in the set.
Sure, okay.
However, Jordan, saying to his traditional roots, is not.
Right. Because the card came out after August.
Yeah.
And that's
Jordan 100% plays like Vanilla WoW or something. He doesn't do updates.
Yeah, he doesn't do updates.
He sticks to the August build.
Oh, reliable.
Right.
I'm shocked to see the Kai, to be honest. Surprised it's just not Champa.
Well, Jordan comes off as a kind of high-quality man that appreciates all hollows.
Right. He appreciates the finer things, just the classics, right?
Right.
He doesn't need these fancy new cards that came out the same set as Goten.
Miguel finding the card he wants there, just had to think about it for a second. Opting to choose Sensubin, I think that's a great choice in this case. Now, one thing about Miguel is that, yeah, he does have more targets to make his attacks bigger, but do you feel that the Unbreakable could be a little bit bricky in a sense where you'd rather that be maybe a double strike or whatever, or maybe you have that and a double strike? Like,
right, sure.
Could that slow him down and not allow him to be as fast as Jordan? Either one of you could chime in on that.
Well, I'll tell you this. This is my opinion. Like you said earlier, Storm uses life as a resource.
A second hand.
Right. So the more you make them take it from defense, the more it hurts their offense.
Sure.
Okay. So what's happening here is, since Jordan was so aggressive on his first turn, it's put Miguel in a situation where he might not be able to get as many attacks off as he wants this turn, in fear of Jordan retaliating and just winning the game. Because your Nimbus doesn't matter if you only have 2 life and just get killed in the first attack anyway.
Right.
So that's how I'll answer your question.
Okay. I'll take that.
Jordan using 2 of his 4 Hoi super combos to not have to awaken.
It's looking very, very similar to...
He passes.
Right as I say that, something that didn't happen last game was a pass after turn 2. So
right. True.
And if you remember round 1, after I said, if you get that awaken, you're in a prime position to win the game. Miguel didn't quite
get that awaken.
Yep.
So.
But
like I said, I think it's because, again, Miguel can't overextend to try to get the awaken and then leave himself vulnerable to just dying.
Right.
Being a 4 life right now, I think is already pretty scary, considering the turn that Jordan had last time on turn 2. Now, we do know Miguel has the Flying Nimbus in hand, so he's going to be able to slow down Jordan quite a bit. But I'm still afraid if Jordan has the right key cards, he can still just win through the Flying Nimbus.
Yeah. He did ditch a bad ring earlier when he used the Hoi, so I'm not sure if he already has the second one, or does he run? He runs multiple copies?
I believe so, yes.
Looks like he runs 2 bad ring lasers.
It was a possibility to bring in a...
Yeah. So bringing himself down to 3.
So Jordan Markle charging Sensu Bean that turn, which gives a lot of information about what is in Jordan's hand.
The other 3 Sensu Beans.
Right. I mean, I doubt there's any copies of Hirudegarn the Wanderer, or any copies of...
Actually, no, there is. Look.
He just drew that. He just
drew okay, gotcha.
Life. Yep.
So yeah, he didn't have it. I'm sure he's a little annoyed that that's the card he drew off of life.
Right. But that has to say something. If Jordan's hand is so good, he had to charge a Sensu Bean.
Also, Jordan has a Mass Saiyan in hand. That's his second double striker. We know he has 1 combo double strike card. Uses Mass Saiyan. I'm a little surprised that he plays this card out first. This is the prime Flying Nimbus card.
So I think this comes back to that important quality play here, where Jordan's going to attack with the Hirudegarn leader.
This is a prime Nimbus right here. On the leader swing. Maybe, just maybe.
Maybe it was a bait.
Maybe it was a bait. Nimbus this so I can just... now I'm going to push the double strike really hard.
And I agree with the single sync here, because if that attack wasn't negated, he could have awakened, still got both on taps, but have a 15k leader opposed to the 10k.
Okay.
Small characteristic of this matchup, but getting that extra +5 is like drawing an extra card. And I've heard drawing cards are good in card games.
I'll be to awaken. Okay. So just not using it for an aggressive stance, but using it to just...
One more swing. We'll probably see that from the Masked Saiyan. I'm curious if the attack goes through, though, if we see a Bardock Will of Iron comboed in response.
Nope. So going for the swap.
JK.
And not choosing the double strike.
That kind of sounds like he's digging to find the Flying Nimbus that he may or may not have. Or the other yellow, the pitchfork.
All right, Jordan attacking for Goten, 10,000 to 15,000. Top 2 card, there's the Nimbus.
And he sees...
As well as the super combo. So I think it'll be a safe assumption to make that whichever one he does not grab.
I think he does have a Nimbus, though. I think it's like the 5th card there. I can see the core of the cloud. So my guess is he'll probably take this Flute, if that is a Nimbus, and protect his Goten with it.
They actually took the super combo.
Yeah, which is a lot of evidence.
Oh, okay. I didn't actually see the super combo, though. Okay.
But this is where we're going to see the strength of going first in this matchup. With a yellow, blue, he'll be able to resolve battle laser while being able to continue his line of play. Wow. This is already getting down to the wire.
Jordan can't.
Yeah.
Ooh, using Successor to reset his deck.
Yeah, you might as well get that out your hand now.
Grandpa Gohan is doing what he's doing, primarily used to extend his plays, because he knows he's going to take a couple life.
Right. My guess is he'll play this out now and use it as a blocker.
Yeah, but
going into the next turn.
But why not have the yellow standing for a Nimbus? You know, if he does have it, you know what I mean?
Good point.
Yeah, I don't think he plays it out. I think he just wanted to get the card that didn't have a combo power out of his hand.
Absolutely, sure.
You know what I mean? So.
Right, Jordan would. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, it's completely right. Absolutely.
So okay, well, we saw the Goten attacks with the Masked Saiyan did not.
Yeah, the Masked Saiyan cannot. I think Jordan just feeling confident about what's in his hand to maybe survive another turn, and he didn't feel like maybe giving Miguel 2 cards was the right thing to do.
I think that was Jordan's prediction. Both players showing a mastery of this matchup. Both of them. Oh, do we have to charge a second blue? Is that what we just saw?
Yeah, opting to charge a second blue.
That is
We charge the glare card. Counts as any color.
Yeah, I don't think that the second blue was the greatest, but maybe he had no other choice.
You don't imagine that in a matchup like this where these players have played this deck for,
absolutely.
What, 15 sets almost? I'm curious to see if we see that the dynasty play that we previously talked about.
Ooh, 10,000 into 10,000.
You might as well. That's one thing.
Bardock into Goten.
That's one thing about doing the mirror is that you can threaten that.
Jordan not choosing to find Nips there.
Interesting. Wonder if he's going to try to convince Miguel to play another Bardock the Progenitor and try to get his hand down lower.
Oh, that may or just get his life down lower. Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Yeah, that could be it. He's like, you know what? I feel comfortable with what's in my hand. If I can make him feel comfortable and like he can continue extending, the minute he takes that life and goes down to 2, boy, you're going to learn today.
You're going to learn.
Because Jordan knows that with only 1 yellow, Miguel's going to put himself in a situation where he can't resolve bad ring laser. So all he needs to do is get Miguel to extend just enough and then drop the Flying Nimbus with right timing. And then he's back in this.
Choose to swing dependable.
All right. So we just got told that they don't want us to yell too much when there's a winner.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't want to disrupt the local people or the in-house.
Yeah, the in-house viewers.
Yeah, viewers. So when they win, we're all going to do our in-house voice and go, yay. Well, it's going to be hard to control, man. I'm going to be hyped. I'm going to say that right
Yeah.
now. This is awesome. Jordan, combo now this attack again.
He's
really trying to give off the impression that
he doesn't have
no
Nimbus.
flying Nimbus.
Cut to the crowd when that happens?
Yeah, we can turn you.
Is there a way we can cut to the crowd when they see it? When whoever wins, yeah. So we can, yeah.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna try to cut to the crowd.
Okay.
I would do them first.
You know what I'm saying? My bad. I was just.
Either one.
Oh, my bad.
All right.
Okay, so we're back in the game. Here we go. So looks like what's happening right now is we believe Jordan is trying to bait his opponent into thinking he doesn't have Flying Nimbus in order to have Miguel hurt himself more with Bardox,
Right.
in order to extend his turn. Now,
Exactly.
As hard as that is to believe, seeing over half of his
Right.
it's definitely happened.
Now Miguel can play around this by switching to Grandpa Gohan's to try to apply slight pressure that way. But every time he does that, it is a smaller attack. I mean, he can't actually attack with the grapple. He can, but
Going for the Hoy.
so we got a little bit of mind games going on here. Will Miguel bite?
So what we needed to see is we need to see Miguel drew to energy and tap, so he can keep that yellow online.
It's a 30K single strike at Jordan Markle. As of right now, still in the combo phase. Or combo step. Is it step or phase?
I think they're both. I mean, I'm not sure what the actual term for it is.
I believe it's phase.
I think it is phase, yeah.
I believe it's attacker phase and then defender phase.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. There's no actual combo.
All right, Jordan answering with a Hoy emissary of his own, and
Using the trigger search attack if he has one more copy left.
I believe this is his third one, so that's 3 super combos out for Jordan. Miguel's trying to be very
intentional with his plays.
Yeah, very intentional, very methodical. Everything has to have a reason behind it and a goal that he's trying to achieve in order to potentially win in this turn.
Most of the players that I talked to during this event, in their 9 rounds of Swiss, they played somewhere between 3 and 5 copies of Storm they played against.
Right.
Absolutely.
So we can imagine both of these players probably did something about the same. So that they may have 6, 8, 10 games of Storm under their belt. So definitely veterans in the mirror. Otherwise, they would not be at this table today.
Right, absolutely. It would have been the grand finals because they had a lot of Storm to fight through.
Right.
Okay.
I would like to see an action here soon. It was a long battle. There we go. Scientist Fu. We got to do it.
I like this play, but
And the crowd gets to see it.
There. Let's
There
begin
he
the
is.
experiment.
Drawing 2 cards, still having a decent sized hand. Very intense here in the venue. I'm sure at the table of Jordan and Miguel. This is.
So does the Flying
for
Nimbus
everything.
come down now?
No, we still have a yellow on tap. I think Jordan's filling himself. I think that he can, because he has a grandpa in hand, as we know from the tutor. He may just take this too. Wow.
Come on,
Tensions are
man.
mounting in the seated battle.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
yeah.
it's just insane.
I think it comes to a point where you have to make a decision. It was just like, instead of trying to really break down every single play and being like, if I do this, can I win? I think that you should make a decision of whether you want to win in this turn or not. Can you survive the next turn or not?
Sure,
and I think
absolutely.
that will help your plays be a bit quicker, because if you break it down with everything, you're gonna get caught up in your head. You're gonna start second guessing.
fatigue. Mental fatigue.
Mental fatigue
Absolutely.
for sure.
Decision
Absolutely.
fatigue, yeah. And that's the mentality of what a national champion is, right?
Right.
They know when to play to win, and they know when to play to not lose, and that subtle distinction can make all the difference.
Ooh, Jordan taking the double strike of food. I
Yeah,
mean,
so
that's
so
a big
far,
boy.
Richard calling this almost every play-by-play here. He knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Very confident in his ability to stall here, even through flying Nimbus, because he doesn't think there's going to be another card played. So we know there's no 1-cost blue cards that he's going to aggressively
Sure.
play. And if he plays a yellow right now, he knows that flying Nimbus is going to resolve.
And looking at it.
And he won't be able to ramp, or he won't be able to use
Right.
Sensu Bean.
Well-
So he's guaranteed one more.
And looking at Miguel's hand size, it's not a crazy hand size, and seeing how he just overwhelmed, you don't have to worry about something like a Mira doing some crazy attack this turn. So there's a potential that Jordan can come out of this for another turn.
Miguel could just play out. Maybe does he not have a Bardock in hand?
Right. believe he's just trying to draw more battle card power.
I think he
goes for lethal here.
Yeah, and I think he might be afraid to bring himself to 2.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think you recklessly bring yourself to 2.
Right.
Because clearly, if he knew he could win this turn, we would have saw a lot quicker actions.
Okay.
He's still debating if he can.
Well, he got the Grandpa Gohan. So
right.
That's fantastic.
An option for swap, so he can extend without putting himself within double, because then Jordan's gonna see red. You don't know how many Isekais you've given him with all these attacks.
Absolutely,
you know?
absolutely.
So we know if Bardock hits the board, Miguel could have up to 2 more attacks. But if he plays Grandpa, he only has 1 more attack, which means Markle doesn't even need to discard for the Flying Nimbus. And that's what we're going to see right here.
There's the Grandpa Gohan, the adoptive father.
Man, if I'm Miguel, you have to attack with Grandpa right here, right? If you have any untapped cards, you have to attack here, right?
Yeah.
Because if you swap into Goten or Goku and it gets negated, you're stuck.
Right.
You're done.
And that is the judgment that Miguel was trying to make.
Yeah, Miguel hopefully sees this play here.
Jordan's sitting. I'm going to get
this music right now is hyping me up.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm counting maybe 11 in hand. I don't know if Grandpa has the muscles to.
Well, he might not have the muscles, but you just have to get him up to like 15. Just
did you not see Goku's big head when he was a baby? Grandpa got muscles.
You just have to untap with this. You can't if you attack with this card. If you don't attack with this card, you swap into Goten or Goku and it gets negated.
A dangerous game.
You're done.
That's it.
Your turn is
finito.
Done. You have nothing else you can do.
Oh, and he doesn't have.
Okay. He does
run Dimension Magic. I was like, I was like, what are you doing? You don't have yellow.
No, remember, Dimension Magic only untaps blue, so he can't untap a yellow or anything like that.
But he has 2 blue and he has 3 life, so he has the resource.
Right.
So Jordan up to approximately 12 cards in hand, and we know that he is going to charge a yellow card here. Certainly.
Yeah, ideally it would be red.
I wish I made something cool for like when somebody wins, like a big grand finals. Like, woo!
Okay, Bardock not being a playable card.
Perfect.
Right, because Grandpa Gohan's going to be.
I mean, he can play Bardock if he wants.
I couldn't have asked for a better charge.
but it'll kill.
Could you imagine? What if Jordan's like, I really want Soul Striker? Boom, plays Bardock. Give me that Soul Striker. The adoptive father bringing in his grandchild.
Gosh, this music is like hype.
So cool.
My hands are so cold.
I'm getting cold. When you
because
get nervous,
your blood is like rushing to your head, you're everywhere. Like.
So I think what we're going to see here is Miguel using an offensive Sensu Beam, and then his Flying Nimbus becomes online.
All right, Goten just finding the cards to try to hand Jordan the win here, because these are some great choices he has. Definitely has to consider what the best one is.
And if Jordan has one of those 2 copies of Massane in his hand, they actually cannot remove the Grandpa Gohan adopted father on the premise of being a blocker.
Is it okay for me to ask for just like a neutral cheer from the local crowd?
Sure, yeah, do it.
Yo, guys, if you were in the audience here at the venue, just let me just get some hype. It doesn't have to be for anyone, but let me get some clapping, something real quick. Don't be too distracted.
Let us know you're listening.
Let us know you're listening. Because this could be it.
This could be the game, and this is the match.
Maybe you can't hear me. I don't know. I might have just asked for that just awkwardly for no reason. That's fair. They can't hear me. I can barely hear myself. Somebody made the music louder. The disrespect.
There's trying to drown you out.
I think it's a huge delay. I don't remember saying that.
Yeah,
sorry, I'm trying to listen for myself.
I just heard it come across the TV, and you're absolutely getting ignored.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're actually just getting completely ignored.
That's cool.
Okay.
You know what? Never mind. I don't want to cheer from you guys.
Maybe one person clap. No one.
Go home. Okay. Just kidding. Stay here. This is intense.
I thought we'd at least get like a pity clap or.
Yeah. Woo! Like a little something. Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go cheer for myself.
All right, here comes.
And there's Grandpa Gohan about to adopt another Goten.
I think we're gonna see that play a few more times over the course of this turn.
Oh, absolutely.
Question: is this the only? I don't know. Let me see. So I'm wondering why you don't flute the Grandpa. Just get this blocker out of my face. He chose to right.
True.
I feel like Jordan might have been digging a bit too deep, and he's not even running
what do you
Vegeta.
think about that, Richard? Fluting the Grandpa.
Yeah.
So I believe we've seen 2 Gotens on Jordan's end.
Yeah.
Which means that he may, if he doesn't draw into one here, he may need to take advantage of fluting his own card just to be able to extend his turn enough to get to 2.
Sure.
He had another one. There's one in his hand. So for me, I'm just like, why not? I would have just held. At the moment, I feel like...
Well, I'll tell you what you could do is you could just, instead of fluting Goten immediately, you can play the second Goten out, attack, see what you get off the top.
Right.
And then get the most information out of your turn first before you decide what you want to
Because for me, like...
There could be an argument made for that, at least.
Grandpa, like I said, Grandpa got muscles, and he's standing there ready to fight. What happens is Jordan's going to pull the Galactic Battle hit from out of his bag to negate the Grandpa block. That's what's going to happen.
Absolutely. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. Over 1,000 viewers. We're at 1,100 viewers.
Oh, my goodness.
Almost 1,200 viewers, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let's hear it in chat. We can't see chat, but just put it in chat.
That's pretty much
Let us know.
That's, yeah. 1.2 easy. Continuing to break records.
Yes, thank you, guys.
Almost
so
at 1,000
much
followers,
for
too.
the
We did
love.
that in 2 days.
Yeah. That's the power of the Mark Dust Zap train.
Mark Dust Zap.
Mark Dust Zap.
MDZ.
Still easier to say than Miguel's last name. Here we go.
I should be ashamed of myself. I'm Hispanic. I should have known. I actually have a friend with that last name.
That's why we brought you in here, is to pronounce names like this.
Right,
You still mess it up for us.
I might have lied on my resume. I said I was bilingual. You know, I apologize.
So Miguel,
I'm just laughing at the resume.
So Miguel's still not playing a copy of Sensubine, which means that yellow, he may not have Flying Nimbus or have an interest in playing it yet.
It's definitely
really surprised
possible.
to see that, though.
Okay, Trunk's going to unyield that energy.
Well, I'll tell you, that's one thing that's weird about playing against Storm. Storm is one of the few decks that I play against where I just assume they have every card that they need ever because they draw their entire deck on turn 2.
Right.
You know what I mean? But there are times where you just don't have it.
I noticed that you did not exaggerate there.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I didn't exaggerate. That's almost your entire deck.
Do I feel a sense of, like, restraint from Jordan? I feel like he could be pushing a little bit more to try to get, but I guess he's just hoping that Miguel's like, I'm gonna block this, and he's like, okay, now I can, you know what I mean? But
so without getting to count Miguel's hand, I think Jordan's about +5 on him, and the rationale may be that he wants to try to out-resource him.
Ooh.
And then go for it in a
Sure.
Which is definitely a bold strategy.
well, I mean, when you don't flute the Gohan.
I mean, Jordan does have still has access to Flying Nimbus. He doesn't. I mean, I think he might be safe. Like you said, he has more cards in hand.
Nerves are playing into this right here. I think.
Is that what yours?
I feel like there's nerves. I feel like, especially if you're in Jordan's position and you're game up, you take risk. He's actually chose to swing at the pendulum there. So I think right there that tells me he's not going for game.
One of the downsides of the approach of trying to do a grind your game, which what we see in 2 and 3, a lot of the Storm variants to counteract a lot of these new set 5 cards that try to soft counter Storm. Sometimes you have to cut the Nimbus to give your deck enough power to get there.
And I feel like from and I'm not gonna say it too loud, but I think he does have 2 Nimbus, so he might go. I can pitch, and then on the next one, again.
Yeah.
Or a Nimbus.
Yep.
And then get the 4th energy, and then be like, now
we got it.
Now
and
we
that
got
also
it.
gives you the luxury of
because look,
if
he chose to pass. It's going back to Miguel.
But if the Nimbus got battery lasered with 2 yellow, he could play battering on the battering. Which is why I believe this man here said this was one of the more important cards of the day.
I think actually, if I remember correctly, it was me. I think I was the one who said battering was the better. Yeah.
Give credit where credit is
I'm
due.
pretty sure Marcus was like.
Oh yeah, you're right. You did say that.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, the card you did actually say unyielding is playing a huge. I mean, here it is.
Right.
Here it is.
That's
I mean,
true.
Out of all of our top picks, what's in the finals right now? Battering's in the finals.
Absolutely.
Unyielding's in the finals. Sensu's in the finals. That's 3 out of 6 already.
You chose Nimbus.
I chose Nimbus.
Right.
Huge. 4 out of 6. Crisis Crusher almost got there.
Yeah, Crisis Crusher.
And then
I'm surprised is it somewhere.
Shenron Figure of Majesty. Who's that? I don't know who he is.
Shenron.
Not here at all.
Well, not here. No, but to be fair, the other two
Got
cards,
very close.
The other 2 cards we picked, Crisis Crusher and Shenron, were in the semifinals.
Yes,
in the Shenron deck.
So, no, I'm not discrediting Shenron whatsoever.
No, I'm just saying that I think we did a pretty good job. Pat on the back. I think we did okay. Consider we picked those cards like a week before the week before.
So hitting
Miguel.
important 4 energy.
Nimbus.
No battering.
I don't think there's a point in doing this. Does he ditch?
Now, here's the question. Does he have to ditch before the battering?
No.
No.
So you pitch first, no battering, then you pitch.
Right, because that
absolutely.
secondary effect.
And I think that's why he. Oh, sorry, not to cut you off. I think that's why he didn't pitch immediately.
Right, he was waiting. Right. Okay.
Right.
I just want to clarify that for the viewers to make
It's
sure
part of the
everybody knows.
effect, not the cost.
Right.
Flying Nimbus says that if you discard a yellow card during the resolution.
And there's the Mira, perfectly perfect. But here's the thing.
Please tell me there's a cheat. Oh my
This
gosh.
might be game. This might be game. If he has bad ring,
Why?
this is game. If he has bad ring, this is game.
Why?
Well, I don't think it's going to matter because he didn't have any.
Oh my God! What?
And this comes game 3.
I feel like there was a misplay there.
No.
I don't know. When Jordan passed with not having 2 yellows standing, I was like, but why? Because what I had said, okay, so now that the game is over, I'm going to say it. I knew he had 2 flying Nimbus in hand.
Right, absolutely.
Why didn't you just pass with 3, right? Why didn't you just pass with 3, negate, activate effect, he does the mirror, negate again.
I did see one copy of
And if he does
Senzu
have the
Bean.
bad ring, then he has it. But I feel like, yeah, the Senzu Bean as well.
So maybe you're saying on the first.
Yeah.
So what you're So what you're thinking is he should have not flying Nimbus the leader attack, since you beat it instead.
I mean, it's a tough choice. When you're at 1, it's a very tough choice. I will say that.
Well, what I heard you saying is if he had 2 Nimbus, it was on that last attack, play that Senzu Bean in his hand. And you wanted him to use a Nimbus, discard that yellow card, give him 1 more attack, and have the second Nimbus to negate the mirror. Is that what you were suggesting?
Yeah. Oh, I just put Miguel's game count at 8. Whoops.
Jordan
8-1.
Lubahan, 1-8.
Welcome to game 10 of this 21 round event. like basketball in the backyard.
Right. Well, of course, grand finals here in beautiful Columbus, Ohio.
And don't
Tell
get
you
me
what,
wrong.
it's not surprising it comes down to
But listen,
the third match.
I want to be clear because I don't want to sound like I was rooting for one person. I just felt like Jordan potentially had that, and Miguel did have the bat ring, so maybe he did it. I have no bias. I'm happy we're in game 3.
Right.
This is what you want to see in a finals.
So what you're saying is that you wanted Jordan to win because you don't like Miguel. Is that what I'm getting out of?
I wish they could see me right now so they could see this little weird lip thing I'm doing. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I mean, I've met Jordan maybe once or twice. You know, it's not like one of these guys are my personal friends and we grew up together. Like, no. I just felt like being that it was Jordan's turn, I was very hyped. And
Right.
now, you know,
When it's
the
Miguel's
hype is
turn,
gone.
we're just as hyped.
To be honest, yeah.
So one of the things that I want to point out is that both players sided in and out for game 3.
Yes,
Okay.
they didn't just keep their keep their thing, which is
And
great.
what that says is that they have a different game plan going
the play.
first compared to going second.
Yes.
My suspicion is that might be the Mass Saiyan. We might see that come back out from Jordan's deck
Yep.
to re-put back in the Scientist Fu.
Absolutely.
Because in theory, Miguel's only going to have 1 to 2 turns to play.
And Jordan does get to go first here, and we did see that going first clearly matters.
And then we may see an adjustment on the number of battering lasers and number of flying Nimbus, depending on how each player views this mirror match.
Guys in the venue, if you can hear me, I'm going to be extra loud right now because I want you guys to get hyped. We're going into game 3 of the finals of the Dragon Ball Super Card Game National Championship Finals 2018 here in beautiful Columbus, Ohio. Please, if I just did this yelling for nothing, it's going to be silly. Chat, back me up. There we go.
We're gonna take about anything we can get.
There we go. Yeah, show me the chat right now, man, because people in the venue are just making me real sad.
Doesn't bring back the mats. I wish I could. They're sick.
Can I get a oh yee or something like that? Like, let me.
Let's go, Jordan! Exclamation mark. We'll take it. All right.
Come on.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that 100%. Play after game match. Yeah, it's me and Dusty. Imagine. Just kidding. That's not actually happening.
Yeah, 'cause Zach would
I
take it
am no longer
regardless.
friends with anyone in this venue anymore.
No?
I don't know if they can just not hear us. They muted our voices this moment.
They might have muted our voices. I don't hear us. I don't hear us talking again.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Jordan keeping 4 cards in his hand.
Pretty
Going
good.
first.
Pretty
That's
good.
intimidating.
You guys are not going to address how depressed I just became in the last couple seconds?
No, I just ignored you.
This is the final game of the Dragon Ball Super National Championship.
Yeah, and I just finally found out that I have no friends, okay? So I can use the word final too, Zap.
Your priority number 2, baby.
Okay, all right.
I'll take care of you, son.
That's fine.
So
All right,
suspect
here we go.
blue charge
Turn
here. No.
1.
Yellow as the first energy.
Did he open up with the 1-up? If Miguel opens Crisis Crusher, I will say words.
Gene, Family of Justice. What a charge.
Could you
The
imagine?
grandmother of Son Goten, Family of Justice.
Yes.
Very, very youthful looking grandmother.
Right. Okay, attacking into Jordan here. looking to maximize the hand. Most likely going to take this. I don't see why he wouldn't. Yep.
Now, does the player go? It seems like the player that goes second has like more cards in hand, off because they get a Hurrigan first.
Right.
In addition, yeah, so that they get an extra draw for the beginning of the turn, just by the mechanic of the game.
Absolutely.
And then they get to draw an additional card because of their leader effect.
Right.
And if they resolve Minosha into Rudigarn, then that's a +3 that they have.
I agree with this. He had a tough choice in hand. I think he only had to between charging a Flute and a Minosha. So, as much as he would like to maximize his leader
I like
swing,
how you look towards me like, did I say that right? And it's like I don't.
Oh no, I know I said it right.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
I thought you were looking at me like
I was looking at you just because you're
it
closer to me.
Minosha? It's like I don't know.
No. I was just saying that he had a tough decision there, and it was a matter of do I maximize the leader swing or do I keep this broken card that was limited to one for a reason.
Right.
Yeah. But I think it's okay because we know that there's 3 Minoshas in the deck, and one of them are guaranteed to be dead.
Sure.
No matter what happens.
So just 10K to 10K. Miguel also going down to 6.
Hidden Power E Supreme Kai, as Marcus said, is a little bit unique compared to Furthering Destruction Champa.
Yep.
In that it's optional to give the double strike. But there are downsides to the card. For example, if Divine Vanquisher Universe 7 Beers were to attack,
Sure.
that E Supreme Kai only counts as 2 energy for the discard opposed to 3. So some subtle nuances between the cards, but they're both relevant.
I'm trying to see if I can get a gander over here what Miguel has to see if this could potentially be a kill turn for Jordan. I mean, because this is the turn that Storm usually gets all 17 of its attacks. So it's a matter of what you find, how well you extend, how well you optimize, and if Jordan can do anything similar to what he did in Game 1, he's going to be in very good shape.
Absolutely. Now, Zap, we asked you before, what's the percentage chance of a turn 1 kill? What's the percentage chance of a turn 2 kill?
So the big nuance you want to see here is in this game 3, Jordan going first on his turn 2, he charged a yellow-blue this game. We talked about how during game 1 he charged yellow because he had the luxury of knowing Miguel was maining 0 copies of Flying Nimbus. Jordan apparently is of the impression that is statistically unlikely.
Okay.
So what he's doing is charging a yellow and a blue, which one gives him the option of playing a defensive Sensu Bean, but 2, it also gives him the option of playing Flying Nimbus, depending on what defensive card better suits the situation coming into this turn.
Okay. So what you're saying is unlikely?
Correct. I'm saying unlikely.
Interesting.
Again, so much of this matchup is not putting the gas on halfway, knowing when to floor it, and knowing when to just stop completely. And Jordan charging to blue out of the gate says, I'm already conceding to not winning the game this turn.
Okay, absolutely.
Which is what he just played Grandpa Gohan and passed. Excuse me. He has, Jordan obviously has a Bardock in hand. So I think playing the Grandpa Gohan here is not necessarily setting up a swap for later. He's just establishing a blocker.
And we also know that there's no way for Miguel to remove that adopted father from the field this turn.
Sure.
Because the only removal he runs in the deck is Mass Saiyan, the Mysterious Warrior.
And he cannot eliminate blockers.
Correct.
I wonder if he will, if he has something like a bean, if he would opt to use it. Yep. And one of the best cards against Storm, Sensu Bean.
Sensu Bean.
Showing his face.
Easy. 15K to that 10K.
But Miguel does run Dependable Dynasty, so it doesn't mean he doesn't have any battle cards that could get over the 15 without comboing.
Right here, Miguel's pondering his future plans.
I won't be surprised.
He actually just, I think he just moved the Dependable to the top. He's considering playing it.
And he may end this turn on Awakened, actually.
Well, true. If he thinks that Jordan might go for it next turn, having that 2 and untap on defense could prove to be viable.
Correct. Miguel discarding the Hidden E Supreme Kai. Generally considered one of the more important cards in this matchup. I'm really curious to see what his rationale was behind that. But he does choose to Awaken, only untapping 1 energy. We were a little bit paranoid whenever Jordan made that decision on game 1.
Yeah.
But Jordan won, saying that he knows what he's talking about better than we do.
I guess it's mind-boggling to me that they don't utilize their energy on that Awakening turn.
Right. Like ideally, he would have had like an Unbreakable Goku.
Right.
And then play the Unbreakable Goku and then
draw,
untap 2.
untap 2, right back to where we started. Yeah.
But sometimes it's hard to tell.
Absolutely.
So opting to activate Swap here, but thinking about his target, choosing to go with the Goten because why not? Guys, keep in mind that this is it. This is not a best of 5. This is a best of 3. This is
3.
the final game
Game
of
number
this
3.
weekend.
There's a national champion being declared at the end of this.
Yes, at the end of this game.
And we have to remember not to get too hyped, no matter who it is.
Right, we have to calm down.
Because we gotta let the venue, let the venue do it. Let them get hyped.
Guys, I want to see something in chat. Can we get some love for Marcus and Richard Zapp joining me in commentary today? They've been fantastic, just absolute heroes. I've loved every minute with them. I'm actually going to cry a little bit when I leave.
Probably.
I've actually loved working with Marcus.
We're going to get like con blues, I feel like.
Yeah.
Here's the $20 I paid you to say that, Dusty. Thank you.
No problem, dude. Appreciate that.
And
get some Subway.
No, sure, Dusty. Absolutely. And can we get some love for Dusty as well, which is doing a phenomenal job this weekend, and also paying me some money to say that.
It's true.
I'm just kidding.
I gave you the 20 that Zapp gave me.
Right.
This is going around.
It's just going around.
And Marcus is fantastic. I'll take the 20 back.
Okay. And look at that. No one actually got paid.
Stay right where it was. All right.
So Miguel actually did.
Turn. Players playing so much. It's so funny how explosive game 1 of this matchup is, and then how methodical and defensive and.
I almost gave Jordan 54 life.
Yeah, it's like it's tempo based. The second and third game are. Right. They're just so much different.
So the most important part of the sequencing here for Jordan's turn 3, you know, as I've said before, how important Battering Laser and Flying Nimbus are in this matchup. Miguel needs to find a way to resolve Flying Nimbus.
Right.
While Markle doesn't have any yellow untapped.
Yeah.
And then if Markle plays this turn
Finding Nemo.
Right. His goal is to not be able to allow that opening to happen.
What was my pun for Zapp?
Oh no, it's gone. The zappening.
That's a shame.
Was it zappical instead of magical? No.
No, it's gone.
Instead of magical.
You have to let it come naturally.
Yeah, it's
shocking. I think shocking. That's a shocking.
No, I don't think so.
No, I made the bad shocking joke earlier.
It's going, Zapp. We've lost it. It's okay.
I think Jordan's still deciding whether or not he wants to combo here. Bardock is 15 due to carrying Mother's Vidal's effect. Activate main. Target one of your battle cards, give it +5. Set this card to rest mode. Give a card +5 and draw a card.
Right. Interesting interaction when you compare it to the Dependable Dynasty Son Goku that Miguel plays. Where Dependable Dynasty is a much stronger card in and of itself. Right. But Vidal giving a +5 and drawing a card is essentially a +2 compared to a +1. So with an already established board, Vidal is more powerful.
Absolutely. I love Vidal.
Yo, what if there was just some spicy side, right, where you go into Ape Bardock, Will of Iron, and this is against Storm, specifically against Storm. You block with him, and then within your combo set 1 Zarbon to restand him just to block another attack. People sleep on that card.
People sleep on Zarbon. I agree.
It just hasn't had its moment yet, but that card is pretty good.
Jordan's still finding a way to keep this turn unawakened. It seems unlikely that he's going to awaken unless he plays his double strike. Oh, he has 2 untapped.
Yeah, he has 2, yes.
I missed on the board.
So maximized, yep, definitely maximized.
I think Miguel awakening maybe just a little too soon might actually put him in a bad spot here. Still 4 life.
Right. It's hard to tell, though, because on the flip side, that +5 is what's stopping a lot of these hits from being fatal.
Exactly.
Choosing to combo out Dependable Dynasty Son Goku. So dependable.
He's dependable.
Jordan still has quite a few options here. Go ahead and attack with the Goten at Miguel's Goten.
Okay.
Right, to stop him that he can't win the game this turn. So he's going to try to generate as much advantage as he can and put Miguel in.
Ooh, terrible top 3. It's going to almost take Scientist Feel almost in.
Right. I disagree in the sense that even because Flying Nimbus is resolved.
Right.
So Ground Nimbus might be good. Or now he knows he's not going to draw.
That's not Nimbus, it was 2 Planet Vegetas.
Yeah.
But now he knows he's not going to draw Planet Vegeta until he shuffles the deck.
Oh, sure.
So if that's a card he doesn't want to see, he just has to make sure he doesn't resolve Successor of Hope until as late as necessary.
Sure.
Right.
And we're seeing the Hoip get used here, making this attack 20k into the Goten.
Discards here. This is going to really tell us what his plan is this turn. And it's a grab ball Gohan drawing 2. So keeping double Nimbus in hand.
And finds, I'm not going to say what it was, but you saw what it was.
Super.
Yeah.
right into it.
Super duper.
That Goten is dead.
Based on what we saw him draw, what do you think is on his mind now? Did his plan just change?
No, I don't think so. I think him keeping 2 Nimbus in hand, not discarding one with the super combo, tells me that his plan has never been to win this turn. If it was, he would discard the Nimbus and kept the Grandpa Gohan in hand. The fact he discarded it means, well, there you go. I can stop talking.
You know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
I just kind of wing it, to be honest. I don't even know how to play this game, to be honest.
So does Miguel looking like he's potentially going to charge a blue. What do you say about that, Zap?
I'm going to be honest, I think it's arbitrary. In general, it's not going to matter too much.
Sure.
In general, it tends to be a yellow because this late in the game, you have enough Bardock the Progenitors.
Right.
That having multiple isn't too valuable.
So he chooses to charge a bad ring. Do you think, I mean, does that automatically tell us he has one? Because I don't know if he does.
Goes to 3. I think he drew a bad ring off that.
Are you for real? I'm stressed out. I am so cold. Bardock swinging into Scrambling Assault Goten.
Is it Goten or Videl? I didn't see the
He pointed at Goten.
Okay.
Yeah.
I personally would be attacking Videl.
Yeah, I would too. I would want to get her off the board ASAP.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
just is so
Free.
valuable.
Right, because Jordan's going to have to give more resources to protect the Videl. And if you're playing at the back foot, you need to find a way to compensate for all this card disadvantage you're currently.
Ooh, I like what Jordan's about to do here. This is probably what I would do too. It's like he's going to Flying Nimbus in this attack and then possibly be able to protect this Videl. If Jordan untaps of this Videl,
It's a big deal.
it's a huge deal.
What I like here is that if this Flying Nimbus gets Bad Ring Lasered, on the next attack, he uses the blocker,
Okay.
and then activates Sensu so he can re-resolve another
Well, that's what he
one
could do if he
while
did.
still protecting his
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, heads up play. That's heads up thought right there. But I don't think Miguel, seeing as how he just
There
charged
it
a bad
is.
ring.
There it is. So now what he can do is he can block the next attack and then counter the next attack, and now Videl is safe. And he gets to untap with Videl. And
SpaghettiOs.
Yeah.
And well, if Miguel uses that, or if Jordan's going to choose to use that block, that's dependent on if Jordan thinks he has to win next turn.
Right. Absolutely.
Because if he doesn't think he can win in one turn, he may need to save that Grandpa just to make sure he can extend his plays in the late game when he runs low on life.
I don't think he's actually going to use the Grandpa here. I think he wants that free swap.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. Swap's amazing.
And Miguel choosing to swing into Goten again, so I'm assuming he's going to swing at the Videl with the leader, and that will be his last attack.
It's probably okay. We'll see what happens. This is just it's so complicated. There's so many different things that can happen. We know there's no block here or negate because Miguel was thinking about what to combo.
Did he already choose his card off of Goten?
Actually, I think that's
If he hasn't chosen the card, yeah, he hasn't chosen the card, so the block is still potentially alive. Looks like Jordan's not going to do it. And it looks like he's just going to leave it at 10. All right, he's asking if he's going to block. He says no.
Yep.
Do we know if the second copy of Adopted Father's Grandpa Gohan has been accounted for?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
How important is this Goten going into the next turn?
I think the opportunity to get more attacks, all Jordan needs to do is get Miguel down to 2, and he could have all the pieces of the FGC Mira battery laser combo that he needs to dominate.
Okay.
Choosing the bean, Goten. Forcing him to attack with leader and then the block.
Yep, no negate block. There it is.
So he gets to keep the Goten and the Videl.
Well, I'll tell
That's
you what,
huge.
Keeping the Goten and the Videl is kind of a play that a national champion would make.
I think so.
Are you being a little presumptuous right now?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's 20K.
The crowd behind us kind of got a little hype about that.
Yeah. That's.
I don't do stuff like that. What happened?
Oh, the stream's paused. This is your Wi-Fi.
Listen, well, our stream's not paused. We're going to keep on going.
Here we go.
Miguel, you just passed here, my friend.
So.
I don't think you establish anything. Yeah, you don't establish any blockers, anything like that. You need that yellow in case you have a bad ring or something.
This is a great. What do you think the percentage of chance that Jordan wins this?
80%.
80%.
80%.
What are you at, Richard?
That seems about right.
80%? I'm saying 100%.
You're saying Jordan 100% wins this.
I'm saying if you untap with the Dell and get
You know what? I'm just going to be devil's advocate to myself. I say Miguel has the spiciest negate ever in his hand.
Yeah, he could. Jordan has a battering laser, though.
You don't know that.
I see it in his hand.
Jordan now hitting 4 energy.
Miguel has 3 battering lasers. How about that?
Well, I mean, he can't beat that.
Right.
That's our
So with the leader's ability awakened, that's another strike, putting Miguel further on the back foot.
That's one less card.
I think based on who Jordan attacks here with the goten is going to tell us what he's thinking.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Here we go. Here's the draw.
This is successor.
Successor, not a bad draw. You can use that just right now to get rid of it and thin his deck out a little bit before the goten strike. That way he can get the card he may be looking for. Oh, he can strike with the goten
yeah,
first.
we're going face.
15,000 to 15,000 goten into Harudagon. Miguel looking at.
What do you think he's curious about?
Maybe seeing how many super combos he has. Maybe
Sure.
seeing if he's using double
now they
strike
want to cheer.
cards. Now they want to cheer. Someone's salty in the booth over here.
The hype is up.
Maybe that's how far the delay is. They actually just heard me tell them that. Thank you, guys. Thank you, actually. Thank you.
So you see the flying Nimbus.
The delay is 10 minutes.
You see the flying Nimbus.
Do you? I think you're bad ring here, right?
Oh, we got a spirit bomb outside. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, the whole crowd trying to rejuvenate the viewership. There we go. Game is recovered.
Do you bad ring here?
So we see the flying Nimbus.
Do you bad ring? That's the question because.
And Jordan declines or does not have access to it.
Don't go far.
Is this a bunch of?
All right, looks like the stream went down here, not on Twitch, but here locally, and the crowd was given the spirit bomb to get to come back up on the screens, and G got it working. So that's the cheers you hear in the background.
Gotcha.
All right, let's see what Jordan can do.
Successor.
You know, it's amazing how many decision trees there are every turn. Like,
Yeah.
I understand the like, there's certain matchups where, let's be honest, if you don't run the counter cards, Storm just does this thing, and you can't play against it. This mirror is one of the more skill-intensive mirrors we've seen.
Oh, absolutely.
Jordan could still technically win.
Both players absolutely have an opportunity.
Even under Nimbus, he still has his leader attack and one more swing.
Right?
Yeah.
I've seen these mirrors go 5-6 turns easily.
I've been to somebody and still lost, thinking like, haha, you can't attack me any more times, and they're like double strike for 100,000. You're like, well, you got it. Like,
So 20k Goten on the Goten. I don't expect Miguel to.
No. This is the leader swing.
Yeah, it's leader swing.
yeah.
15 and 10k. Harudagon into Goten.
I feel like this is coming down to who's gonna run out of Nimbus first.
That could be very true. Or if you discard for Nimbus, do you end up being 2 down on
Did
the
Jordan not
resource
have the battering for the flying Nimbus?
He chose not to.
He chose not to.
He just chose not to do it. Okay. Isn't that kind of ambitious, or?
I feel like he should have. He tapped out his yellow. I know he
so-
runs Dimension, but still.
So my suspicion is Jordan's confident that he won't lose in the next turn, and he wants to maximize his card value, so he's going to use his large discard power right now to play Scientist Food. And then on the next turn, it'll be easy to get 4 cards in discard to resolve Mirror. So I think that's the way he's trying to get the most value out of his cards.
Okay, makes sense.
Guys, all right, prediction. I think no matter who's winning in that moment or losing, we're going to see a bad ring on a bad ring. That's my prediction for this game.
So you think it's going to be battering?
I think in the
into
finals
battering?
at the national championship for Dragon Ball Super Card Game, we're going to see a bad ring
Or
battle.
Or
Do you,
perhaps the
do you
players
think Columbus,
stack-
Ohio can take it?
Do
you think?
No.
Do you think battering into battering would just decimate?
No, the crowd.
Columbus?
The crowd is going to
shuts-
peek our microphone from behind
Do
us.
you think Sorbet will just fly in
He just flies
Right,
in.
they actually sorbet.
with a giant ring?
Poor Goku. So many bad rings. Laser through the heart. Shot through the heart.
In your- Ooh, draws 2.
So he does
Planet
play the
Vegeta.
he does play the Scientist Food as predicted.
Yeah, he does.
Really hoping
Draws
that-
2 Planet Vegeta off
Right.
them. Not the best card, but not the worst card either.
Right. So, Miguel not having the Dimension Magic.
Okay, so netting that hand advantage that you were just talking about.
Because he doesn't want to give Miguel 2 cards.
Right. Did he
And we
did
do-
he resolve Harudagon's art this this turn?
He did.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we do see the yellow, blue that you were commenting on, which could make your fantasy a reality.
I know this is a listen. If you don't know me in my local area, I've been called the Miss Cleo of Dragon Ball Super card game.
Miss Cleo.
Yeah. I have a crystal ball and everything. Look at this. I ain't playing. All right.
It's a bottle of water.
I am telling you right now, we are going to see a battering counter a battering. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know what the first interaction was, but somebody's battering and somebody's battering.
Did you just like wake up in like a cold sweat
Yeah.
this morning and just
I
be like,
said battering.
see it?
Oh, so we see the two cost Goten hard casted.
Uh-oh.
That means
Yeah,
Grandpa
that-
Gohan is nowhere to be found right now.
Yeah. Watch this. Top deck successor.
Oh,
Okay.
we see the Nimbus.
No, and see, look. And if Miguel, he's asking him, you want a battering? And Miguel's like, no, you know what? Marcus is right. I think we need a battering fight here.
Right, and even if you don't have the battering, you still contemplate it here because you don't want to give your opponent too much information.
Yep. Get rid of the cards that not gonna combo you, and finds a Bean, Hyrudigarn, and something else. I couldn't see what it was.
But we see the
Yeah, we see what he chose. Not a bad choice.
I think they turned the air conditioner on this one. We're on top of us.
Yeah, I know, absolutely. They set it to.
I'm just getting nervous because it's so close.
They set it to brick outside.
15,000.
Miguel, yep, and he's gonna be able to resolve Hyrudigarn's auto.
Let's put a Planet Vegeta on top, I would imagine.
Yeah. Might as well.
Yeah, just draw that back
Bang.
next turn. Use that as energy if needed. Or just... Actually, what was that? Wasn't Planet Vegeta, was it? I thought it was, but it looked like he tricked me.
I think he put the battering.
Did you? No, he didn't.
Yeah. Because he's saving it for the fight.
Well, sure.
right.
So right now, it looks like. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna be presumptuous. I'm not gonna say anything that sounds biased.
Yep.
I'm keeping it
not
neutral.
asking for
All I know is battering versus battering is happening.
You think so? Okay.
I'd be willing to bet money right now. I feel it in my shoelaces.
If Jordan has two batterings, I'm pretty sure we're going to see a third yellow charged at the beginning of Markle's turn. Most likely that Pain and Vegeta that he kept on to.
All right, guys, let's get pumped. Come on, chat. It's coming.
I'm gonna see a bunch of semi-energies right now. Just kidding. Should have had a sorbet animation for battering. Yo, demonic. You have never been more right in your entire life. And what if I do and I've only been saving it for finals? Yo, somebody pull up After Effects real quick.
You know what? I wonder if nerves are playing here.
I would say maybe a little bit, but I think they're just playing really safe.
I'm gonna tell you right now, neither of these players would have been being this safe if this was not finals.
Right.
They would have swung for game
Somebody
2
would
turns
have,
ago.
yeah, somebody would have tried.
Perhaps. Yeah, this is what I'm wondering.
And there's the pass.
Just like the announcement said, the national championship cometh.
Yo,
It's about to happen. Either Miguel or Jordan. Both players playing so technical, playing so defensive.
you ready for the third yellow charge?
So again, I would hard read if we see the Planet Vegeta charge or an extra Barnock. Then we're probably gonna we may have two batterings in hand. If we see like a Hyrudigarn or a Minosha, that's a good indicator.
Bro, this is it.
That's not a reality.
This turn or the next turn. These are these players' last turns. There's no reason to go any farther. You can only run so many Nimbuses.
Absolutely. No yellow energy up for Miguel.
We're getting that on camera, right? Are we getting that on camera? No. But Mike, like getting out on a.
Well, show the spirit bomb. Show it.
No. I don't want to move towards the game. Do it quickly then. Do it quickly.
Do it real quick. Nothing's happening right now. We're gonna show you guys the spirit bombs.
Players giving energy to their.
Okay.
Okay. They know what's up. They know it's Gucci. I'm just afraid we were gonna miss something.
Everybody in the chat.
Attack hasn't even been declared yet.
Oh, he actually chose not to charge.
Yeah. There's no reason to go past 4 energy, I don't think. Let's see it real quick. Go. There they are. Spirit bombs. All right.
The energy.
Here comes the attack. 15,000 to 15,000.
There's
Bardock
no more battle cards.
into Hyrudigarn.
And we see no yellow. We see no yellow tapped by Miguel. Wow, this music is so hyper.
It's so
I am
Everybody's
like
hype.
I got restless leg syndrome right now.
My
Like
legs are asleep. I can't control
By
my
the way,
body
that's iron
temperature.
deficiency, kids. I should probably take a multivitamin.
Flintstones kids. There it is.
This is Ahoy, super combo.
I believe that makes
Oh,
3 super combos. I believe the first 2 were used earlier in the game to
get
allow
this
Jordan to
successor
awaken
out of
his
my
own.
hand. Oh my good knee and my bad knee. I have not said that. That is a quote of mine. It doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be true. Unyield this energy.
Oh my, here we go.
Yeet.
30K already. 30K on 2
We're going to
cards.
see all of our top cards played in this turn. Telling you right now.
If you combo Shinron.
right. The one figure of majesty. And then he just thumbs up to the camera and he goes, I got you.
So we see all 4 super combos, I believe, accounted for on behalf.
No. Well, I'll tell you when.
So 20, 30, 40K.
Oh, mind you, I got to change that. Jordan is at 3 now.
He is
I
trying.
think he's been at 3, actually.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Miguel.
Miguel, conservative with the super combos. I don't know if he's played any. Maybe one?
If he hasn't played
Maybe
any,
one.
he and still has a Hyrule in the deck. So managed to have the Minosha, the super combo, and the Hyrule full value.
What a +2.
Miguel, you gonna be that guy?
See the
Are you gonna do it?
I'm
That's
gonna
the
guess
beam?
Another Unbreakable possibly, or another Sensu beam?
So this is 15, 25, 35, 40 to Miguel's 20, 30, 40. He needs 5 more.
He has plenty of
You
cards
think
in
with
hand.
12 cards, he may have one combo?
Yeah, it's possible.
There it is. There's the Hyrule.
There you
Perfect.
go.
Got
All
to
right.
use the same card that he just got off of the Hoy Minosha combo.
That attack was free, by the way. Cost him nothing. Took cards out of hand, honestly, but
I won't be surprised if we actually see another passive turn here by Jordan. Planet Vegeta.
What? You're no. You planted Vegeta here for another unyielding spirit.
right.
Well,
15,000.
Miguel has the benefit of being able to get Unbreakable this late in the game. The 110 could be very useful with the extra energy that you're not always utilizing.
There's a Hyrule swing.
Ooh, draws a Bardock. It's a usable card,
It is usable.
which is important if Jordan's trying to go for game this turn.
Jordan deciding how much to extend here. He needs to use up at least 2 cards from his hand in order to even threaten a damage. So the question is,
Does he have
what's the chance of Jordan
Creator Absorb? He does. So I feel like, do you just push for something big here?
Is Mirror in his hand?
Yes.
He
I think
does
you
have
just push
Mirror.
for something
Do
huge
you think
here.
you just go double here?
I think
Yes.
he has at least one. He may have 2.
Okay.
I think you just, and he does have unyielding. I think you just go huge here. Hard body karate.
I like this conservative gameplay actually.
No, it's the risk takers that get the W's.
Fortune favors the bold, you say.
He's forced, look, he forced an unyielding.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. It's interesting that Jordan just went to 20 there, not 25.
I mean, I would call that a quality interaction. I lose Bardock Progenitor, you lose Unyielding Spirit.
Well, absolutely. That's definitely up for Jordan. That's definitely a trade.
Well, 100% a trade. I'm not denying that, but
If Bardock
I
had
don't
the
know.
ability that said when you combo with this card, search your opponent's hand and discard unyielding, I would play that card all the time.
there comes a point where he's.
I think we're gonna take conservative turn here.
Think he'll go get Ape here?
I don't know. We've seen him.
Because he has the Bardock in hand. He could go get the Ape.
Most of his decks
Just another Goten. I
Okay.
like that.
Why not?
Probably the most common target for Planet Vegeta in general,
Huh?
because of how integral.
No. What target?
Scaling assaults on Goten.
Oh, absolutely. No. Absolutely.
Goten swings. We'll see if we get the pump here. If Jordan has the entire combo, he may.
Well, actually, I'm stupid. Of course he went to 20 because his opponent's leader's at 20. He went 20 to 20. Absolutely. Why would he go 25? That'd be a waste. Ooh, Sensu Bean? Card I can't see.
Is that flute? Flute in the middle? No.
There's the Bardock. There's the Bardock.
If Bardock gets bored, I think it'll be next turn. I don't think he wants to risk going to 2. 3 to 2 is the most significant life loss in this matchup.
I think if he plays Bardock, he's going for it.
He's just using it as a vanilla way to try to force his cards out of hand. I respect that.
Yeah, that's great. 20K, 20 to 20 right now.
Hopefully Jordan extends here
What did
appropriately.
he choose? He did. Okay, he remembered to choose. Okay.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you.
Yo, if I was in Grand
Miss
Finals in round
Cleo.
3, I would have forgot about that trigger. I would have blew round 3 of the national championship.
That's me as your opponent when I go, yeah, sure, and I go, slap the table real hard, take 1 life. You never chose your target.
So we see 3 cards in Jordan's hand.
So 15, or excuse me, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5.
55 double.
Double strike.
If we see 3 cards, I'm expecting those 3 cards to be a yellow card, Battering Laser, and Mira.
Wait a second. Hold on. Hold on.
10, 20.
Flag on the play. Did he just mess up? He doesn't have another yellow card in hand.
He has 3 cards in hand.
Oh, but Jordan does?
Yeah, so I believe 3 cards are Mira, Battering Laser, and another yellow card.
It looks like to me the only thing that's in his hand is Mira.
So we would need Dimension Magic, and we would need Battering
I
Laser.
know, he doesn't have the yellow. I could be wrong. I could be wrong and I could be right. I gotta get ready to do something for...
I'm so excited to see, and he takes it. Does he get to the
Okay,
Dimension
here we go,
Magic?
guys.
Does he get to the
We're
Dimension
all
Magic?
we're all huddled together.
Hold on.
Here we go. Here it comes.
Okay.
There's Mira.
You see the Mira.
This is for the national championship. It's coming in. A game.
Okay, wait, get on. I have to do something. I have to do something. I have to do something.
Wow. What a championship.
Wow.
Can we get to the crowd? Can we get to the crowd?
There it is.
Wow.
The crowd. Such a good play.
What a nail biter. You know, people can...
Yo.
What an intense matchup.
Yeah, switch over to
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
Wow.
What a game. Awesome play by both players. Awesome play by both players. Both players played amazingly.
Yeah, I'm stressed out just watching that.
Oh, it was intense.
I honestly
We had
thought
the music
Miguel
in the
had another
background.
yellow. What did he use it at some point in that in the combat at all?
I think he just had 1 blue open is all we had, but we were hoping he would get Dimension Magic.
Right, because
Is
Dimension
what we
Magic
see.
and the Battering Laser
Right,
would have
right.
been...
Man, I made a terrible prediction then. I really thought he had a yellow open. That's okay. Oh my gosh.
Insane.
How was that game?
Mirror Creator Absorbed.
Was that
What a
not one of
card.
the wildest Storm Mirrors you've ever seen?
Yeah.
What a card.
We're going to go to chat.
Wow.
East Coast, Best Coast.
East Coast, Beast Coast.
That's awesome, guys. Well, guys, I don't know. Are we going to do an interview with Jordan or?
I would like to hope so.
Are we doing we doing an interview with Jordan?
Let me see.
Or are they gonna do like a grand That's true. They might do like a big.
show up front,
Yeah. Okay.
so-
Okay. Looks like they might do a big show up front, guys. Unbelievable. Great finals. Two great players. Just fantastic.
Granted, it being Storm v Storm, it was at least intense in the fact that this is the national finals. It was, very crucial decisions being made. We went into Game 3 based on what we got. We couldn't have asked for anything better.
Yeah, absolutely. Go. Yeah, we don't need to see us.
Look at
It's lies. There's no high fiving happening here.
Jordan getting the high.
Jordan actually
I
already
don't
left.
even see Jordan here at all.
Yeah, look at all those tournaments.
Not only is there no
We
high
see
fives.
Casey Campbell. We see the Hill Twins. We see Mark Hill from DBS Dex.
I don't control that.
So many integral community members in this scene.
Yep.
Scotch.
Yep.